As I wake up in the morning, I turn off my blaring 6:30 alarm, head downstairs, grab me a blueberry bagel from the refrigerator, put it in the toaster, rush back upstairs. As I rush back upstairs, I grab my laptop, throw my outfit on, brush my teeth, freshen up a little bit, spray a little bit of deodorant on, and run back downstairs, grab my bagel, make me a cup of orange juice, and I walk out the door. Walk out the door, get in my car, take about 20-30 minutes to get to the school that I am a counselor at, head straight to my office, put down my bagel, put down my orange juice, look at my calendar for the day, see what I got planned for the day or see what I wrote down the day before. As I do that, plug in my laptop, read any emails for any surprise meetings or anything like that of the nature. Go on about my day, go to my meetings, and then it's lunchtime. When lunchtime comes, that's usually when kids, when they want to come in and talk to me, or they'll just want to sit there and eat their lunch or just, talk, conversate about their problems, they feel like it's a safe space, and that's the type of energy that I give off at the time. So, telling me about their problems, they're telling me about their family problems, they're kind of a little bit relatable. So, I give them advice on, how to deal with things and stuff like that or anything like that. While also, making sure that they are okay, academically and all this other stuff, but also, try to help them with their problems and anything like that while keeping them on a level head. Once that day is done, once lunchtime is done, grab my stuff, I pack up for the day, say bye to everybody, get in my car, head home. Once I head home, I'm not leaving. I'm staying home. It's an inside day. I'm tired. Don't have to carry the burden of, other people's problems while keeping it a safe space while also having my own problems and what I got going on and all this other stuff. With emails on top of emails and, you know how it is. And as I do that, as nighttime approaches, I lay down and I wake up and do it all over again. Back to reality, I'm not doing none of those things. But that would be my counselor day for, my sociology degree. And, sociology is not an easy thing, but it's not a hard thing either. It's kind of in the middle. There will be some moments where it'll be very easy to talk about those things and very hard to figure out those things that, comes with social communication and, when it comes to dealing with social dangers and social threats to the social community of wherever you live or or where one part of the country is or anything like that, or just even in an urban neighborhood or anything like that. But right now, I am currently trying to get my bachelor's in sociology so I can be a counselor at a school, to also, help those kids and make sure they get the help while also being, academically at their best academically while also going, through and helping them with their problems. Now, the main problem is that usually when sociologists hear about, the social dangers and the social work of what's going on in the world, whether it's, small examples like poverty, unemployment, or terrorism or violence against a certain race and or gender. But the main problem that I want to talk about that a lot of people may not talk about is family disorganization. And with family disorganization, we experience it as we grow older. It's not something that we come in common with. Well, depending on where you come from, you could come in common with it with, a cousin or a family member or mom, pops, or anything like that. But the main problem is the family disorganization and the general curses and also the general trauma that the past generation has left on to us. And I want to be able to correct that and not have that happen at all in the future generation, because with generational curses and generational trauma, they tend to hold us back from the best version that we are because of the trauma that we've been through it's very hard to react in the future. Say, for instance, an example, kind of like getting a whooping when you did something bad. Now, if you were just a bad kid, you would get used to it. So, getting hit or anything like that, that wouldn't be new to you. Or you would flinch and people would just be trying to scratch their head, and they'll probably, it's a trauma response. And I want to figure out how to fix that. Now, how would I approach fixing that? I would definitely do interviews with my own family members, or I will go out and do my own research on data that shows that generational trauma and generational curses have put a set boundary on certain people. And I want to be the solution to help the future generation of not only my kids or my ones that I develop, but just everybody in general. If it goes unintended, it'll just be more generational trauma on generational trauma, causing more problems, more domestic violence, more trauma that won't lead people to opening up to not being the best person that they can be. But if I were to figure it out and get it all together, I feel like the future generation will not have to the future generation will not have to worry about being set back as far as my generation would. And they would be able to strive and also heal from the fact that they didn't have to go what I had to go through, or what you had to go through, or what anybody else has had to go through if they had family disorganization happening in their life. My hypothesis is, or my educational guess, once I figure it out, is it will take some time to get over, but once it's over, everybody will be the best version of themselves that they possibly can be, while also having minute problems. It won't be major problems to where it will hold them back from the success that they can potentially reach and gain as an individual.